Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kendra if you're new here, and today I finally have my setup in my new pocket Malden in the color stone. But I finally got my last inserts in so I can finally show you guys what I've done in here. I'm also going to show you what's in my little pen case that I got from Hobby Lobby. So let's get started. Just know that there are like slight imperfections in the leather. I don't even know if they're even going to pick up. There's a little spot here, a spot there, and mine are like brown orangey little tiny dots, and I'm assuming it just has to do with the process that they use to dye the leather. So if you're someone that's going to drive you crazy, because sometimes it does look like something might be stuck to your cover, maybe not go with this planner. But otherwise, I have absolutely no complaints. I don't have very many decorations. I have a couple little crystals down here. I actually had these on my traveler's notebook, and I just tied them into the rings in the back. I believe I got these little gems at Joann's, and I just put them on some cord, tied them on, and I have a little paper clip up here. This one was from Hobby Lobby. That's it. Like I said, this is a very simplistic, minimalistic setup. As much as I do love watching like the kawaii, like blinged out with tons of die cut setups, I love looking at them. For me, it just kind of creates chaos, especially in a space this small. If I was in a larger size planner, maybe I would jump into that, but for this, I think keeping it really simple just works better. That being said, I have been eyeing Foxy Fix rings because I really want to try the personal wide size. This is why getting into a new planner is a scary phenomenon, because generally when you get into something, you start trying other things and it becomes expensive. But I still love the color so much. I'm really into gray right now. I just think it works really good all year round because it's not too dark and it's not too, bright or colorful. So yeah. My snap is getting kind of close to being too full, but I don't foresee myself adding anything else to this planner, so that's all right. As you can see, it lies flat, which I love. As far as the rings and writing in here, it does get a little difficult when you're bumping it, so most of the time I pull pages out if I'm going to write on them. I know that's something that a lot of people are concerned about when they do switch to pocket. If you're left-handed, you're probably like, whatever, I'm always doing that, but if you're right-handed, it just kind of feels weird. That's something I experienced in personal size as well, so it's not really a deal breaker for me. As you can see, very minimal decoration, but I still had to put some cute things in because I just can't control myself, I guess. It does have this back pocket right here, which if I do have money on me, which I hardly ever have cash on me, it goes in there. Receipts, just things that don't fit elsewhere that I like to keep on me. Paperwork, I just stuff everything in there. You can pretty much fit any size paper in there as long as you fold it up enough. In this zipper pocket, I am using this as a wallet. And so the problem that I was having with these pockets was that when I had just like two cards, because I have my two most important cards, which are obviously my ID and my debit. When I had them sitting in these pockets, they kept sliding out, and that's not something that I want to lose. So I ended up putting them in this little zipper area. I have two cards in here, and that works out really well because they stay in there and I can just pull them out easily. This paper right here, which is really just here because it's pretty, is actually packaging from Target Dollar Spot maybe like a year or two ago. This paper clip I made a really long time ago, and I just have it tucked in. I just like the way it looks. This is a little scrap of paper that I laminated, and I just have some washi. These are the washi's that I've been loving. Target Dollar Spot, Mambi, Scotch, and another, this was actually a Recollections one. Yeah, so I like the really muted colors. And then in this section right here, I just keep my cards that I don't need to pull out all the time. So like gift cards and insurance cards and all that fun adulting stuff that we have to have. It's all squished in right there because like how often do I really pull any of that out? But it's still important to have. So this dashboard was actually a Project Life card. I don't know if it was like a Project Life card or just like a journaling card. I think it might have just been a journaling card. And I don't know where I got it. I think I got it from like a discount store or something, but I just cut it down because it just was like the perfect aesthetic that I was going for. And it is a quote from Jim Elliott. I mean, as you can see, it says, "Wherever you are, be all there." And I just thought that was really important. So I really liked that quote, and it was really simplistic and looked nice. So I just cut that down to size and punched it. That's what I love about rings, is it's so easy to just put whatever you want in your rings and be able to move it around. Like if I want to move this to a different part of my planner, it's really easy, but with a traveler's notebook, you're kind of committed to wherever you put things. So it is getting kind of beat up. This little zipper here does not have a cover, so it does like chew on the plastic of this a little bit, but you know, that's fine. This is a little dashboard that I made. It's actually just a little printout with my name and a little "Me and My Big Ideas" sticker. And for pages that I want to not like fall out, I will put reinforcers on the top 2 holes, and that way I figure that's the points that are probably going to be more likely to fall out, I guess. So I haven't had any problems. I have been using this planner pretty heavily for the last 2.5 weeks, so far so good. This is a Project Life divider, which, if you know, they are huge. They're 12 by whatever the width is to fit into your scrapbook album. And I've cut this thing down so many times. And I know I had it in my Malden. I've had it in my traveler's notebooks. I don't know, I just really like it. I can't find these anymore. I think they still have them on Amazon. They're probably way overpriced if they do, but they're just the perfect little acetate tab. And this takes me to my inbox section. I don't do the GTD system, the getting things done, like at all. But I did borrow the inbox idea because it is kind of helpful just to have a place to go when you open your planner and just brain dump, essentially. So in that section, I like to keep just a running list of things that I need to buy that aren't groceries. Then I have my little groceries list, and I put this on a little note so I can pull it out and I don't have to like carry my planner around while I'm in a grocery store. Then I have this, which is just like to-dos that I'd like to get done, but I haven't figured out when I'm going to do them. This sticky note is American Craft. I love it. I do have to cut it down just a tiny bit to fit in the rings, but otherwise it's just like the perfect size, and I love the marbling. I have this stuck onto my first divider, and for the life of me, I can't remember where I got my dividers from, so I'll link them down below, but they're just the clear dividers. I don't have them labeled just because I pretty much know where everything is. I have 4 side tabs and 2 top and bottom tab, well, 1 top, 1 bottom tab, and it's pretty easy for me to maneuver through here. So the first section is my calendar section, or diary section, whatever you want to call it. This is a piece of vellum from Hobby Lobby. And what I love about Pocket is that I can go to Hobby Lobby and buy whatever paper I want, and I only have to use a tiny little bit, so I still have a ton of paper left. But this is a piece of vellum, and this goes to my year on one page. It's double-sided, and I got this from CityGirlPlanners on Etsy. I love her shop because her shipping was quick, and I had it within the week I ordered it. And that's a beautiful thing to me. That makes me so happy. I just use little stickers to denote when the months are over. This is a little sticker that I got, I believe at Marshall's. Like, I got a sticker book full of them. And then that goes into my monthlies. So obviously the monthlies are super tiny in here. I do have to like turn my planner to see them. This was the best option for me for having a month on one page, because I don't really like when my month is split, especially in this size. I just don't like the way it looks. I particularly picked this set, which is from Marlene's Plan to Create, because it didn't have a notes section. I have this, like, I really dislike when my monthlies have notes sections because A, I never use them, and B, in the sizes that I use, it's always so small, it's just not practical. So that's why I picked this one. And really the main thing that I track on my monthlies is paydays. That's really the only thing that I have to come and look at. I guess I could do days off, but generally I already know when that's gonna be. So yeah, I just do when our paydays are. I have through the rest of 2018 in here, which is not very long. So these were the inserts, these and my weeklies were the inserts that I was waiting for the longest. I placed my order on July 13th. I got them delivered to me on August 11th, I believe. So that's almost a month. I've never really waited that long for something from Etsy. I realize that she has a very, very popular shop, and the more popular shops do have a longer turnaround time. She does say when you place an order, when your order should ship. She said 2 weeks. It took obviously quite a bit longer for mine to ship. So just keep that in mind if like you need inserts today, maybe like find a printable or something. But I do love the style of her inserts. I do love the fonts and everything. It's great paper, great quality, so I can't complain about that, but just like keep that in mind because I was kind of going crazy waiting for my inserts. So this is my bottom divider. I don't know if you can see it. I just made this with Hobby Lobby paper, and these were Agenda 52 tabs, and yeah, I just laminated them. Really easy. These sticky notes are from Hobby Lobby. I forget the name of this line, but it is the cutest line ever. It just screams to me like something from Etsy, but I can go in the store and buy it, so I love it. When you get your weekly inserts, these once again are from Marlene's Plan to Create. You get this really nice little kind of quote that says every day has a new beginning. And these were the July 2018 through June 2019 inserts. And I was kind of worried that I was going to waste a whole bunch of them, but I really didn't. I only, it was like a couple papers that I had to pull out of here. And I just have like 2 months in here because this is such a small planner. I probably could just have like a month in here and be more than okay. So this is what the week on 2 pages looks like. They are dated, which I prefer. I mean, I have a love-hate relationship with dated. I feel really guilty getting dated and then not using them for a certain amount of time, but at the same time, logically it works better for me because then I can see my dates and know where I'm at, and I don't have to like pull out my calendar and figure things out when I'm dating my inserts otherwise. So I figure I'm just going to force myself to use them every day so I don't feel bad. But this was last week. I went and backfilled this week. As you can see, I'm keeping it super simple. I might get into a little bit more decorating, but for now I just need a place to write where I'm supposed to be, when I'm supposed to be there, what I need to do, and things like that, when bills are due, and all that fun stuff. So those are my weeklies. Then I did print off some dailies from Miss Wonderful's website. This is a freebie on her website, and these are not something that I use every day or not even every week. If I have a day where I'm very, very busy, which doesn't happen too often, I like to have one of these pages just so I can list out my tasks really more than anything. When you download these, it does have a grid right here, but I actually don't have any colored ink currently, and who knew you need color ink to print gray? But I don't mind because I wouldn't really write notes there anyway, so it's not a big deal. So that's my first section. Then it takes you to my personal section, and this is just another little printout that I made. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. I was just like trying to encourage myself to keep this planner simple, I think. This is a Heidi Swap. Her binder system or something comes with some dividers, and I just cut them down. Project Life card, which eventually I'll put something on. I just thought it was really pretty, so right now it's just a really pretty card in here. This is my ideal daily routine when I work, and then this is my ideal daily routine when I have a weekend or a day off. And well, this will be changing in the future, but I like to have it just so I can keep track because I'm totally the person that won't. This is my next top divider. This goes to my where I write my meals down at and track my food. And these marble sticky notes I got off of Etsy as well. Once again, it's a shop that I'm not really familiar with, but I will be sure to link it down below. They shipped them out really quickly, and they sent an extra, which I always love. And then have more of those sticky notes. This one is probably my favorite. I love this little notebook from Hobby Lobby. So these are the weekly food journals from CityGirlPlanners, and I will say it is a very tight squeeze, which is one of the reasons where I'm like, maybe I should go to pocket or pocket wide. But I do love these inserts. Her paper quality is very good as well as the printing on it. And I'll show you what a blank one looks like. I only have 3 weeks in here, so you just have Monday through Sunday. You have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. And then on the back, you can track your water intake and how you feel. I have been tracking if I take my prenatals or not, because that's something that I'm forgetting to do. And it helps. So it helps me do that. And it's also really helped with the water. This is another piece of acetate from the Heidi Swap system. Is that the right name? I don't know. Anyways, this is the bill tracker also from CityGirlPlanners. It's really simple. You just have if you've paid it, the company, the due date, and the amount. And I just keep track of the bills that like I'm in charge of. So there's that. That's that Hobby Lobby paper clip. It does get a little frizzy looking, but that's okay. Then I have just like different self-care ideas because I'm really bad at that. This little piece of acetate is actually an acetate die cut. I don't know what brand it's by, but I loved it, so I put it in here. This little piece of gold foiled paper was actually an American Craft divider for their system, and I just cut it down. I found it at all the American Craft stuff I found at Tuesday Morning, so if you're looking for it, maybe go check there. I think a lot of it's discontinued, and that's why it's there. This is the infamous Hobby Lobby gaudy K, or initials, which with the glitter and stuff, and as you can see, mine just kind of floats around because I am too indecisive to stick it down to anything. I know the minute I stick it down, I'm going to like want to change planners or something, so I just clip mine on. This is a sticker from, this is like the only pop of color in my planner, but I love it. This is a sticker actually from Five Below, some ephemera, and that's another set of sticky notes that I got from the shop where I got the marble ones from. So this goes into my family section, and in here I just have anything that's related to the family in general. So I have, there's definitely more that will go in here when I actually have my baby, but for now it's just like general information, like medications that I can take. I have a trimester tracker, what I'm going to pack in my hospital bag, car seat information. What else do I have? Oh, like I felt like journaling, so I put a little journal page in there. This is that glitter dashboard that I got from the shop where I got my dividers, and I just put a sticker and a picture of my fiance and myself. And then I have family outings that I'd like to go on. I have our size measurements and as a family at whole. And that's it. This is an American Craft little magnetic paper clip. This is for the Mink system. You're supposed to foil it, but I thought it looked better black and white in my planner, so I didn't foil it. Another Project Life card. This one I put some stickies on. They actually look like this, but I liked these stickers. These are from Mambi. This section is my notes section. It's the last section in my planner. And here I have my daily, my weekly, and my monthly cleaning lists. And ideally how I would utilize this, or how I do utilize this, is the daily is things that obviously I do every day. And then I pick one thing from my weekly section to do each day of the week, and then I pick one thing from my monthly section to do once a week. So that way I rotate through all those things monthly, all these things weekly, and all these things daily. So that's how I broke that down. I wrote down all of our favorite meals, or my favorite meals to cook really, and I've been thinking about filming dinners because I've been addicted to watching them. So if you guys would be interested in seeing like what we eat for dinner every week, let me know. I'd like to introduce some like new content to my channel, which is really hard to do when you're a planner girl. So I thought that would be a good way to like ease into some new content. So I, obviously I want to have like a lot of recipes on hand. So I just wrote down things that I like to cook. This is my DIY list. I don't have a ton of things on here because I'm moving soon, I'm pregnant, I'm getting married. There's like 1,500 things going on right now, so I don't have time to do a lot of DIYs, but these are just some that I like to get done. These stickers were an extra in one of my Etsy orders, and they're the cutest little die cut stickers ever. I love them. I have my to be read list, and then that's it as far as what's in my notes section. What I love, like I said, is that I can continue to add to this as I need to, because there's already like notes that I know I want to put in here that I haven't yet. So This Stop Wishing and Start Doing was another one of those American Craft dividers that I cut down, and I loved it. This is a Target Dollar Spot pouch that I just cut to fit, and I put this little Wonderlust definition journaling card in here. I made this glitter paper. I can't tell if you probably can't tell, but it is hollow glitter. And then I put the Love Everyday sticker on it from Moundy. Behind there I have all of my graph paper, and I cut down a paper refill from Joann's for the Heidi swap system, and it was just like the perfect graph paper because it's kind of a gray color. I loved it, and it was really cheap on clearance. So I have a ton of graph paper now. Like, this is just like what I have in here, but I have a ton that I can cut down. Another piece of vellum. This is one of those laminated pouches that, you know, everyone has tutorials on. They're so easy to make. I didn't make mine like perfectly either, but it's there. In here I just keep all of my stickers that I use in here. So I have this set, which is from Marlene's Plan to Create, which is her marble tasks, and these were a freebie with my order, so they're really nice. I like those. Then all of these are from a Mombi sticker book, which I love because they're just really simplistic shapes. Then I have some Heidi swap numbers for if I need to date anything. When I didn't have my inserts, I was just dating pieces of paper and scribbling down what I had to do, so those came in handy. Back here I really loved this. This is Marlene's card. It says turn your dreams into plans, so I just held on to that. Another one of those mink die cuts. I have my hole protectors, and then all of these stickers were from the Target Dollar Spot, I think like a year ago, maybe a year and a half, and they come in books, and I just cut down the ones that I would use. And this little adhesive pocket is from Michaels. It's for their Traveler's Notebook system. In my top loading envelope, I have my little K. This is actually the second one I've bought from Michaels. I think I prefer the silver version than the gold, but I just put it back here. It's still on the little paper. It's just sitting back there. And in here, I just keep all my coupons that I might need. And some of those little sheets of paper that I use for my grocery list, those were from the Target Dollar Spot a while ago. My little Filofax plastic thing that they put in every Filofax. I don't keep anything in this slip pocket here, nor do I keep anything here, except I do put my favorite pen in there, and that is my Paper Mate Ink Joy. I believe this is a 0.7. Yes, that's my favorite size. And then in my day-to-day planning, I like to use this. This is the friction ball from Pilot, so it's, you know, an erasable pen, and this is also in 0.7, and that way I can write something down, and if a plan changes, or usually what happens is I write something incorrectly, I can go back and fix it. And also it is a thin enough pen that it fits in my pen loop, which is always nice because the Malden does have a very small pen loop. So that is everything in my setup, and like I said, I don't foresee me adding too much more. As you can see, I'm getting dangerously close to being too full. If you didn't know, you should never go past your middle of your rings when your planner is laying flat. Yeah, so I thought I'd show you the pens, the other pens that I've been using in my planner, and this pencil case. I still can't get over it. I know this line has been out for a while at Hobby Lobby, but it's just so cute. I love it. I love her little tool dress and her bun and all that stuff. And it's just a canvas pouch. And this is a really reasonable price because I actually, we have a Barnes & Noble right next to our Hobby Lobby, and I went in and they had a very similar pouch that was like $12, and this one I paid less than $6 for because I had a coupon. So I love it. And it was the last one in store, so I'm like, it was meant to be. And in here, I just have a little hodgepodge of stuff. So the first thing I have is kind of funny. I have some tweezers, which I'm sure any planner girl knows, or any planner girl with nail knows, is just the most ideal way to put down stickers, but especially tiny little stickers. If you get frustrated, go and get some needle nose, or whatever these are called, really pointy tweezers, and it'll save your life. It'll save your sanity. I think I got these ones at TJ Maxx, and they're fun, oil slick, like it matters. But and also, if I ever need to pluck my eyebrows, I have some on the go tweezers. This is, I think this is the Tombow, is it the Furusuko brush pen? I'm not great with this, but I'm much better with my Tombows, I should say. But I'm trying to get better, so I just have this in here for practice. I have my Micron in 0.5. When I'm using felt tip, I prefer a 0.5, and when I'm using a roller ball, I prefer a 0.7. They kind of generally have the same thickness, I find. I don't know how that works out, but there's that. I have my Pilot Juice in 0.5. I wish I would have ordered this in a 0.7, but there you go. This is in gray. I got that off of Jets Pens. My Uniball Signa, which generally gets used as whiteout more than anything. If you're looking for like a precise whiteout, pick up this. And then I have, of course, you cannot be a planner girl in 2018 and not have a gray mild liner. I think it's just like a prerequisite. So there's that. All right, guys, so that is my setup. That is my pencil case. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all, leave them down below. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Remember to check out the down bar. I will have any links to anything that I can possibly find down there. If you haven't already, please take a moment to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, all that fun stuff. It really does help me out, and I will talk to you guys later.